Make sure you send this out to your team because they're going to ask you lots of questions about the presentation that they need to learn how to do. And if they do not do it, or if they are not on Zoom. So I'm trying something different. I am actually live on YouTube, and I'm going to see if I can share and keep this as well so that way we can have the training for future purposes. Who is actually on here right now? What's up, Vicky? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-record this, and then it'll be in the YouTube channel on the team page in a couple of minutes. Any questions that anyone has about presentations before I get right into it? Oh, that's pretty neat. I'm really debating if I'm going to just do it live on here or just do it. Angel, where you been, Angel? Working. I'm trying to see which way I'm going to do it. If I'm going to just do it here on the live or here. So tonight I wanted to talk with everybody about presentations, understanding the presentation that we do in TLC. So if you can understand your presentation, I need you to call me ASAP. Okay, as soon as this is over, I'll call you. Oh, and you made the face. Oh, Angel, no. Okay. Yep, as soon as this is over, I'll call you. So what's up with the dancer? So I am assuming people had a hard time getting on the Zoom. So I came on our team page. Bear with me 1 second. Change this over. So I came on our team page just to get the information out there. And I'm also live on YouTube. So I'm hoping that this information will be able to stay, and then I can actually keep it on my YouTube channel. So let's just go right ahead and jump into our presentation. So when you're doing the presentation with TLC, Total Life Changes for short, you want to make sure you go over a couple basic steps. The first thing that you need to know is there's 3 stories that you need to know. The first story you need to know is yours. What has TLC done for you, right? The second story you need to know is something about the business. And then the third story you need to know is a story about your upline, the person who brought you into the company. So with the first story, of course, it's your own personal story. So whatever your story is how you want to tell people about it. And then your second story is talking about some information about the company. So just to give you a couple pointers, TLC has been around since 1999. A gentleman by the name of Jack Fallon started the company. He started with just Nutriburst, which was a liquid multivitamin. He was literally selling it out of the trunk of his car in his garage. He did that from 1999 to 2002 and became Total Life Changes. Then he brought in a product called Iaso Detox Tea. The Iaso Detox Tea is the #1 detox tea in the world. And I'm just giving you pointers right here because I hope that you're writing. It's the #1 detox tea in the world. It has the slogan of lose 5 pounds in 5 days. A gentleman by the name of John Licari came about. He's our CFO in the company. We're the only company in America as of right now that has a CBD detox tea. That's what sets us apart from other CBD companies, because a lot of people have a topical, which is like you just a rub. A lot of people have the tincture, what are the drops that go underneath your tongue, but no one has a CBD detox tea. The next thing that you want to know about after you talk about your products is you want to tell some success stories. So when you're talking about the products, you don't want to just sound like how I'm sounding right now, where I'm just giving you all the facts because you're writing this information down, but you want to tell some success stories. So if I was talking about the Iaso Detox Tea, which comes in 2 forms, which is the brewed form or the instant form. The difference is the brewed form has 9 all natural herbs, whereas the instant form has 4 all natural herbs. The instant form is a stronger detox, meaning there's going to be a stronger push through their body, versus the brewed tea. They're both going to be a smooth process because they both have ginger and they both have chamomile inside of them. But the detox, the instant one, is stronger than the original. Okay, so when you say that, and you can give a couple of those tidbits. Don't give them all that information because they don't need to know all of that. I'm just giving you bullet points so you can pick and choose from different things that you want to say when you're talking about it. So I would tell a story. This lady named Sheila Monique, she lost 67 pounds in 5 months using the original detox tea. And then, then people are listening, they're paying attention. Like, oh, she did what? A story. You have to remember at all times, people move on emotion. They do not move on logic. They move on emotion. So you want to make sure that you have a story connected to some of the products that you're talking about. The NRG, what does the NRG do for you? The NRG has 5-HTP in it, if I'm not mistaken. It is literally for your brain, to put your brain in a happy mood. So that's why some people call it a happy pill. If you say it really fast, it sounds like energy. That's why it's called NRG. It's going to give your body its natural energy, curb your appetite, and burn 300 calories per capsule. You can take up to 2 capsules a day. It gives you no shakes, no jitters, no crashes, as long as they take it with a full bottle of water. Okay. The next product you're probably going to want to talk about is the that's slightly on NutriBurst. So NutriBurst is equivalent to you eating 10 salads. It has 22 phytonutrients, 13 whole grain foods. Like, there's a lot of things that are inside of the bottle of NutriBurst. But again, the biggest thing that I always say to people, it is equivalent to eating 10 salads and 1 tablespoon. It will give you energy. You will literally feel it within a couple. Matter of fact, Mo, can you bring me some NutriBurst? I have not had NutriBurst all day. It will give you, like, you'll just feel the energy come into your body when it comes into the NutriBurst. There's a couple things about NutriBurst. Another story you can talk about with NutriBurst is Tammy Price. She gave NutriBurst to her grandmother when she was in the hospital, and her grandmother was in ICU, and she was sneaking her NutriBurst. And Tammy is like, listen, nothing brought my grandmother back but that NutriBurst. A lady by the name of Pam McCrae, she's a multimillionaire in Total Life Changes. Same thing happened with her father. She was giving her father NutriBurst in the hospital, and he is not in the hospital anymore. Like, NutriBurst is a huge, huge, huge deal. Stephanie Woods, one of the ladies on our team, she was giving her son NutriBurst, and he lost 10 pounds just from taking the NutriBurst. So there's different things and different stories that you can hear about. That's the point of kind of listening on different people's presentations, because you never know what you can hear that will be able to help you with your business. Okay. That's just a couple products. Of course, you can, when you talk about the CBD line, there's so many stories about CBD. I lost 9.8 pounds in 10 days with the CBD tea. Talk about your experience with the CBD tea. A lady named Brittany lost 27 pounds in 3 weeks using the CBD detox tea. Boss lady Meek lost 30 pounds and also cleared up her skin condition on her face. That's something else that you could talk about when you're talking about the CBD and the NutriBurst. The Alleviate is a topical CBD. So hemp is CBD, just in case you don't know. And also, if people ask you certain questions, there's 0.03% THC in our CBD line, just in case you just needed to know. So that does not show up on a drug test for anybody asking, but just so you know, that's there. That's just a question that's an answer to a question, just in case you ever get asked that question, so that you know it. Then we have the tincture CBD, which is the Harmony, which is just a drop that you put underneath your tongue. So pure CBD is going to, because it's just the oil base of it, and it's just pure CBD, it's not mixed in the tea or anything, you're going to instantly feel a relaxation over your body, which is more so of a calmness. It helps with any inflammation inside of the body as well. And for people who have trouble sleeping, it definitely helps with that. So those are probably a couple of the products that you'll talk about in your presentation, unless you have a product that really stands out to you. Like, I like Chewy. Chewy is 100% spirulina. It's an amazing protein for your body. It's the number one superfood, plant food that you could put into your body. And also I like Matrix. I don't personally drink Matrix, but I like what Matrix does for a lot of my clients who are trying to gain weight and not so much of losing the weight. It's a vanilla vegan protein shake. If you drink the Matrix before a meal or during a meal, you will gain, it adds weight onto you because it's a meal replacement. Okay. So those are just a couple products in the product line, but look at whatever products, talk about whatever products that are interesting to you or for you. After you talk about the products, and you want to break down the 5 ways that we get paid in TLC. And the first way we get paid is retail. I'm talking like this for a reason, because I don't want to be hype. I want you to understand the knowledge and understand the facts behind it. So that way, when you're talking about your presentation or you're presenting to someone, you know in your mind the steps that you need to go through. Okay. Then we talk about the 5 ways that we get paid in TLC. The first way that we get paid is retail. What is retail? That means when you decide to come into business with us tonight, today, this afternoon, this morning, whatever the environment time is what you say, because you need them to get into their mind that they're joining you. So, when you guys get involved with our business tonight, or if you are doing a launch call for somebody, if you are if you are joining Angel's business tonight, or you're joining Angel's business today, then the first thing you would do is get a starter kit. And one of the benefits of your starter kit is it unlocks your free state-of-the-art website. And that your website is how you can get and tap into our first way of pay, which is retail. When you're getting paid through retail, that means someone is going to your website that TLC is providing for you. And every time they purchase a product, then you're going to make $20. Now, here's my small disclaimer. Yes, it's $20 per product because it's 50%. So sometimes you want to either say the 5 ways we get paid, or let me break down our 50-50-50 compensation plan, whichever one flows better for you. So it's 50% of the volume. So if somebody buys a bag of CBD tea, it's $20. It's 40 points in volume, so it's $20 commission. So how that works is the same exact way. So every product that TLC has that's 40 points in volume, you will receive $20 commission from. So here's the thing. We also have like essential oils. We also have soap. We also have toothpaste. We also have smaller products like infinity oil. So those products that we have, it's not going to be $20 commission. It'll be, if it's 10 points in volume, it'll be $5. If it's 20 points in volume, it'll be $10. Like that's just so everybody here knows how that's broken down, and so you can understand it. But majority of our products, especially the main products that we talk about, is $20 commission. So again, when you are explaining to them the retail and how they get paid through retail, is $20 per product that comes through their website. So again, I like to stress the fact that it's per product and not per order, because sometimes you have to understand, and you have to think when you're talking about these products that people have no idea what you're talking about. So when you're breaking it down to them, you just let them know it's 20. So, and then like I usually have products in my hand. Oh, it's $20 for this bag of tea, $20 for this NutriBurst, $20 for like resolution drops. Like all those different things that TLC has is what you need to get them to understand. And also you need people to understand that they do not have to pack it. They do not have to ship it, and they do not have to be customer service. TLC takes care of all of that for us. The only thing that our responsibility is to do is to bring the people to TLC. So that's the first way we get paid, which is retail. The second way we get paid is called fast start bonus. So what you need to understand in your mind is the same thing as retail for their first order. Let me break that down. When I'm talking to somebody and I'm saying, the second way we get paid is through fast start. So let's just say I joined Tara's team tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As you join Tara's team this evening, every time you purchase your product, Tara's going to get $20 for every product that you purchase. Why? Because that's her fast start bonus. Tara deserves that fast start bonus. The reason why she deserves it is because the opportunity was presented to you through Tara. So if Tara didn't bring the opportunity to you, then Tara wouldn't receive the commission for your first order. So what that means is every time you break down a product, so somebody joins your business tonight, right? Tara joins my team tonight. Every product that Tara purchases, if she decides to come in, I call it a get in where you fit in package, where they basically buy a bottle of NutriBurst because they got like $120, $25, and depending on their shipping, and they want to get in, right? They don't have a lot of money or whatever their situation is, but they want to at least lock in their placement, okay? So that's, I call it the get in where you fit in package. It's $99.90, but then your shipping and tax is what brings it to like $120. So if somebody was, okay, I got it. If somebody was to do that, then what happens is from the, okay, right now, right this second though, because I'm on the live and I can't change off the live. Okay, perfect. I will. So when somebody comes into business with her, that the either to get in where you fit in package, or they'll be able to say, listen, I'm coming in as a business owner, meaning what? Meaning I'm great. It's great that I own a Walmart, but I don't have nothing on my shelves. See, what happens is what we have to understand, and in that way we can get our teams to understand, is you always need to have products on hand for 3 reasons. You need to have products to sip yourself. You need to have products to sell yourself, and you need to have products to sample yourself. So if you always have products for those 3 things, your business is flowing. You have to understand at all times, ladies and gentlemen, this is truly our business. However we treat it is however it will treat us. So when you're explaining the second way of pay, because some people may just get in where they fit in package, or some people will do the NutriBurst and CBD tea because that's what's being promoted. Some people understand that one bag that they buy is just for themselves. So now they can't sample, they can't sell. So if they want to purchase more, then you can explain that to them. A lot of times when I'm talking to somebody, I say, okay, great. I'm really excited that you wanted to get involved in business with us today. So let me ask you, what's your initial investment for starting off your business? And then I don't say anything. I'm very quiet. Because whatever their initial investment is what I know how I can put a package together. So let's say they say, well, I don't know, like, what kind of packages do you have? Okay, great. Well, we have a package that's about $500. We have a package that's about $250, and we also have a package that's about $125. You tell me where you fit in that criteria. And wherever they tell you, you can, in your head, you know how much stuff costs. So that way you can structure it that way. And if not, you could play around with different items. Like, okay, so 2 bags of CBD is $60, $120. Okay, so like, let's say I got $300 that I want to invest in my business today. Okay, great. So two Nutri-Bursts, 2 CBD teas, 2 NRGs. Like y'all can kind of talk through that, and you can give them options. Okay. I kind of went a little deep so that way everybody understands the fast start bonus. You don't explain any of that when you're talking with them, though. When you're doing the presentation, you don't got to explain none of that. On the presentation, you're just talking about the second way that we get paid is fast start bonus. And what that means is whatever someone purchases, you get paid 50% of the volume on their very first order. And then anything after that, you'll get paid, anything after that, you'll get the volume from it. The first thing you get is the commission. Their very first order. It's only their first orders, ladies and gentlemen. Anything after that, you get the volume. So the volume now goes into the third way of pay, which is our binary pay. A lot of people get very twisted and confused on binary pay. When you are presenting, all you need to say is, the third way that we get paid is called binary. What that means is you get a person on your left leg of business and a person on the right leg of business. Once you have 2 people in your business and, basically 2 people who like you and trust you on the left leg and the right leg of business, now you're able to unlock the binary pay. The binary pay is extra commission that we get every week from TLC with everything that our team does. Simple way. Now let me break it down to you so you understand what the binary pay means. That means that, let's just say I have Tara on my left side and I have Monique on my right leg of business, right? Those are my 2 teammates, one on the left, one on the right. Anything that they do, which is considered underneath me in the binary tree, I'm going to get paid the volume. So let's just say Monique is kicking ass this week and she got 100 points she's on my left side. She put 100 points up. And then let's just say I have Tara on my right side. Tara's kicking ass. She has 200 points on the right side. What that means is my 100 points is on my left side, so it's my lesser leg. TLC pays you from your lesser leg. So what happens is I'm going to get paid as long as I'm binary qualified. And if I'm only binary qualified, then I get 10% of the lesser volume. So that 10% on the left side is $10 because it's 100 points in volume. Any questions right there? Because sometimes it can get tricky, but if you look in your back office and just click volumes, you'll be able to see it. It's very self-explanatory. But I want you to understand it because people get confused at binary pay. Binary pay unlocks once you're binary qualified. And this is why I stress on a lot of our trainings and stuff. The first and second way we get paid is all on us. 3 through 5 is extra. It's extra that TLC gives us. It's basically incentives to be able to do more in your business. So the first and second way is all on us, meaning any customers we bring in and any new business partners we bring in. Because if you think about it, those are truly our 2 responsibilities as franchise owners in TLC. So again, the third way that we get paid is the binary. Okay. And the binary is left, right, volume. Because don't forget, any volume that we personally do in our back office goes up. Any volume that our teammates, anybody that's underneath us rolls up to us. That's why it really is a team effort. That's why if you're on my left leg of business, you just start seeing people underneath you and you like, where are these people coming from? It comes from me. It comes from anybody that's that's right. Anybody that's above you. Every time we put somebody in, they can only go to one side. So if, like, let's say Tiana is like 4 or 5 people below me, but she's direct to me. So anytime Tiana brings somebody in, Tiana's person goes underneath the last person that came onto the team's organization on the left side. Unless she puts it on her right side, then it will go to whoever's on her right side underneath them. And then Tiana has it. I know Tiana's back office, so she has it structure where everything goes to her right. Why? Because you heard her say last week or on Monday on training, everything, all the volume that the team does is on her left leg of business. So she always has volume showing up on her left leg of business. So it's her responsibility to go out and build her right leg of business. Okay. So the third way is binary. The fourth way that we get paid is check match. Okay. Check match is, I'm going to say it and then I'll give you the facts. Okay. So check match means this. Tiana goes out this week and she makes $100 in her binary. Remember the binary pay. Tiana makes $100 in her binary pay. Because you brought her into the business, TLC is going to pay you 50% of the check match. Of the binary pay, which would mean you would get $50 for what Tiana did. The reason why is because you brought Tiana into the business. You trained her. You taught her everything she knows. You gave her all your time. No, there's no money being switched at that time. So TLC sees that and they say, okay, well, because you trained this person, we're now going to give you what's called a check match. So you have to think about it when people are out there and they're making $2, $3, $4, $5, $7,000 in their binary pay. Their upline, their sponsor, the person that brought them into the business is now getting 50% of that check match. That's why it's so important to be binary qualified. Because think about it, even if people were just making $500, if they were just making $100, if they were just making $50 in their binary pay, that's additional income to you. This is why I say it's extra. The fifth way that we get paid is called I almost jumped. Okay, so let me break down more of the check match. Every person that is under your organization, you're going to receive a check match from first and second level. If people in between them are not active, you will receive the check match. So like right now, I get check matches, like lots of different check matches. And some check matches are a quarter, some check matches are $1, some check matches are $50, some check matches are $150. Like it just depends on what that person is doing in their organization that week. So check match is very, very important. You never know who's going to do what, when someone's going to wake up and be like, hey, oh my gosh, this is legit. Like I really can totally change my life here. And when they start getting serious with their business, then they're getting their check, they're getting their binary pay, and then you're going to receive their check match. If anybody has any questions throughout this whole thing, please just ask. Please just jump on in and ask. The fifth way that we get paid is called lifestyle bonus. The lifestyle bonus is this. Every fourth Thursday, TLC is going to send you a check for $1,500 once you reach the level of national director. Yes, you must reach the level of national director every month to be able to receive the $1,500. Okay. National director is 20,000 points in volume on each side. So when you're explaining it in your presentation, the fifth way that we get paid is called it's not called national director. The fifth way that we get paid is called a lifestyle bonus. The lifestyle bonus is $1,500 because TLC says maybe you don't want a pink Cadillac, maybe you don't want a black BMW, maybe you don't want a house stipend, but you are at this point, you're traveling, you're doing so many different things with your team and organization. We want to subsidize some of that money. So TLC gives us $1,500 every fourth Thursday once you reach the level of national director and above. So check match is once you hit director and above. Yes, Monique. Once you hit the level of director, you unlock the check match. See, once you hit the level of binary, which is your two people, one on the left, one on the right, you unlock the binary pay at 10%. Once you hit the level of director, your binary pay goes from 10% to 12%, and your check match, you get 50% on your first level, 10% on the second level. You go to rising star, it stays the same. You go to executive director, it's 14% in your binary pay, 50% on your first level, and 20% on your second level. And then regional is 16% in the check match. So yeah, it just depends on what level that you're on that TLC will pay you on. Any other good question though? Any other questions as far as that? You guys can write the questions anytime. If I'm in between it, I'll stop and answer them. And then when you're closing out your presentation, I love to say this. So now that you've heard about the most amazing products in the entire world, right? You're welcome. And sorry guys, my energy is not as extremely high because I have been dealing with a migraine all day. So I'm just trying to loose up. So another thing that you want to say is when we're closing out, just listen, now that you've heard about these amazing products, you've seen how I've showed you pictures, right? Of how they've been able to change my life. And you've also heard about the income possibilities here with Total Life Changes. Now the decision is yours. I need you to be able to do at least one out of these four things. The very first thing is extremely important. I need you to thank the person that invited you here because they had the guts to invite you. See, most people, when they get into network marketing or direct sales, they kind of forget a little bit of their common sense, which is just picking up the phone, which is just calling somebody and saying, hey, I have this great opportunity. Are you interested? Right? Second thing that I would need you to do is maybe you want to be a customer. Maybe you've seen about the products and you want to try the products for yourself. Absolutely no problem. Amazing. I'll be able to make sure that we get you your link right away to be able to purchase the products from us. The third thing that you may be looking at is you want to know how you get involved with TLC. You heard about the products, you heard about the possibilities of income. So now you want to be able to take advantage of it yourself. So with that being said, you need to get what's called a starter kit. Your starter kit is $49.95. Your starter kit will come with 3 samples of our NRG, which accumulates to 9. So you can either say 3 packs of NRG or you can say 9 samples of our NRG tablets. It'll also come with 12 sachets of our original instant tea. It'll come with your wristbands. It'll come with some buttons. It'll come with you can either say literature or paraphernalia. They both mean the same thing. Okay. And then the biggest thing that it comes with is your free state-of-the-art website. The $49.95 is a one-time fee. TLC does not ask for that again. And no, you do not make commission off of the starter kit. Then you need to go ahead and purchase whatever products that you're interested in, whether that is the get in where you fit in package, where you are buying 1 bottle of NutriBurst, you're unlocking your free state-of-the-art website, or you are purchasing products to be able to have on hand, to be able to sell, because cash on hand, products on hand is cash on demand. And the fourth person is looking at here and they're like, hey, you know what? This isn't for me, but I appreciate your time so much. We are asking for referrals. We're asking for who you know that may be interested in what it is that we just presented with you this evening. And then that's really it. So here's the deal. Whether if somebody just did a launch for you, which meaning that like it'd be like a Zoom and they launch your business for you, your job once you get off the phone is very simple. To call everybody that you invited that you know that was on the call. And you say, oh my God, wasn't that amazing? Tell me what interests you more, the products or joining me in business? That's it. Don't say, well, tell me what was interesting. Tell me what interests you. What do you think about it? No. Oh my God. And you got to have some excitement with you. Like, because people could tell if you're smiling over the phone. People can tell when you're sitting. They can tell when you're standing up. Like, it's just, they can tell. So if you're calling somebody, if I was calling Monique and I was like, hey Mo, oh my God, wasn't that presentation Tiana did amazing? Oh my God, right? I just love her. So girl, listen, because I got a lot of calls to make. Tell me which one interests you more, the product side or joining me in business? And then I'd be quiet. And then I let them tell me what it is that interests them more. Because I don't want to call them and say, okay, girl, you ready to get started? And they don't want to get started. And now they feel like you're trying to push them. Because the last thing that you want to do is take somebody who wants to be a really good customer and force them to be a really bad business partner. Don't do that. If people are like, no, I just want to get the product, no problem. Let them get the products. Because one or two things are going to happen. They're going to continuously buy the products from you, which is continuous commission. So you're excited. They're getting results. They're happy. Or they're going to get the results and people are going to start asking them, what did they do? And then when they say that to you, that's your opportunity now to say, well, girl, you could just upgrade for $50. Because the best people in your business are the ones that have results. Any questions on presenting and your presentation? Any questions at all? Like, so when I'm with teammates and we schedule out our time now, it's literally like 2-hour window blocks. 1 hour we are making calls for you, and 1 hour we are presenting. Because if you know how to present this business, it will not be difficult for you to talk about it. But if you do what a lot of people do in the beginning, because we're all excited, we want people to know all about it, it's called throwing up on people. Oh my God, let me tell you about this NRG. And oh my God, it gives me the best energy in the world. And oh my God, did you try this NutriBurst? And the NutriBurst is amazing. It's equivalent to eating 10 salads. And oh my God, there's a girl named Sheila. She lost 67 pounds in like 5 minutes using this tea. It's like too much. Are you coming to New Orleans? We're having a huge event in New Orleans. Baby, you can't do all of that. That's going to scare people. So what I'm doing is giving you a breakdown of how you do the presentation. It's okay. Everybody does it in the beginning because we're excited. And especially if you've been to a big event, we're excited and you want them to be excited as well. You want them to feel what you feel. You want them to think how you think and see what you saw. That's just doing too much for a lot of people. Any additional questions, period? I talked about the presentation, but now I just want to see if you have any questions at all when it comes to the structure of your business. Don't all ask at one time. Okay. Well, since there are absolutely no questions, everybody have a good night. See you in New Orleans. All right, let's see. In stream, and let's see how this works.
Cash App, you got my real fast too.
What's your name on here?
Big Daddy Longstroke.
Smooth J.